And here we are, WAFFLEBOARD breaks. WAFFLEBOARD double box breaks on eBay Sunday nights. The last double box break before the reload goes in. Hope everybody had a good time with the bids. Obviously, we had a decent amount of people, about 11 or 12, I think, different spot winners today. Our Sunday regulars, good to see them. Ryan S., Shirley, Mike A. Let me see, a couple other one spotters. Obviously, our big time leader, Big Al, just has one spot tonight. So there's a chance for somebody else to possibly take home a couple jerseys tonight. We had CK, Mike H, Ron, Nick F is in there with a spot. Tyrone has a couple. Steve S has a couple. Derek F has several. Nice to see Derek F grab some spots. And Tony C, good to see Tony C back here. Welcome, Anthony C. Good to see your face again. Good luck to everybody. Like I said, we're at 26 boxes left. We'll do two tonight. 26 and 25 will be what the odds will be for any of the spots hitting tonight. We'll be down to 24 after we're done tonight. So we'll get the spot price preview up for this week, and it'll be the same spot prices for both boxes. We're back to Tuesday and Thursday this week. So Tuesday and Thursday back to the normal rotation for the Facebook claims. The last two Facebook boxes before the reload goes in. I'll be entering the 16 reload spots along with the rest of the spots on eBay this evening to start on Tuesday. So we will break right around not long after the spots go live. There's only one jersey I'm missing, so we'll be able to do the boxing up video at the end of next week. I expect to have that last jersey in house, but I don't want to hold up. I mean, obviously, I could always end that spot if it doesn't arrive, but I expect it to be here probably in the next couple of days. I was coming from Canada, and it's actually in the States already, so I should have that Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at the latest. Everything else is in house. I could start getting the pictures up, if not tonight, starting them tomorrow, so you guys will see them before you get your bids in. I did throw up a couple previews, so you guys could see that. I had 12 of the 16 are in the preview collages I threw up on Facebook, so you guys are able to check that at your leisure. And then, of course, I'll be throwing the spot price preview up there tonight when I'm done and get it situated. Had started working on it, but I didn't finish it. So that's something I need to do when we're done here tonight. But this is fun. The odds are definitely in your guys' favor with 26 and 25 boxes. Box odds 1 and 26, 1 and 25. If any individual jersey hitting, of course, we'll hit. We'll grab them for the two boxes, and then we'll open them both together. Nothing out of the ordinary there. I have, like I said, the 22 on the table, and then the 4 right here on the side. So 26 total boxes, and then Tuesday, everything will be on the table. I'll have my empty boxes built on the side here. I have 10 ready to go, and I got to do 6 more. So getting getting ready for the reload. I'm excited. This is fun. I started adding some stuff for the following reload already. So never a dull moment. Anytime some good stuff comes along the way, I'm willing to grab it. And I got some good stuff coming even for the next reload. But this one's nice. This is a fun reload. Just looking at some of the stuff that's going in there, 3 or 4, I think, Hall of Famer locks, some really cool stuff you guys see from the collages. The 1980 is a custom 1980 Team USA jersey, but it's dual signed by the goalie Jim Craig and the captain Mike Ruzioni, and it has the 1980 gold inscription on it. So that's a really cool custom jersey if anybody doesn't have one in their PC, but all good American hockey fans should have one of those in their PC. Everything else is really nice. Lots of decent Adidas, and there's the CCM Sarnius thing, OHL. Steve Stamkos is right out of my PC. The CCM Joe Newendike, our New Jersey Devils, obviously where he won his 3rd cup. He's one of the few players in NHL history to win cups with 3 different franchises, having one in Calgary as a pup, and then Dallas as a vet, and then moving on to the Devils to win his 3rd franchise Stanley Cup championship. But that's a real nice CCM New Jersey Devils jersey from when he played there. So that's really, really cool. A couple really nice, good young studs on Fanatics with the Lucas Raymond and the Tim Stutzla. Very, very nice. So it's I mean, the Rasmus Dahlin is a Adidas 50th, Buffalo's 50th anniversary season. That's a real nice jersey of a former number one overall pick defenseman. That's the star defenseman for the Buffalo Swords, the Sabres. Even though they didn't make the playoffs this year, he's definitely here to stay. So it's a good batch. Obviously, the Jordan Kyrou is in there. A nice Dennis Potvin, New York Islanders Fanatics is in there. That's that, and then the Grand Fear Fanatics Vintage Edmonton Oilers. So it's and then Bowen Byram, obviously another Buffalo Sabre star, but it's the Colorado Avalanche Adidas jersey for him. So it's I mean obviously the Adam Fox Adidas Rangers jersey. So it's something for everybody. I mean it's a good batch. I'm really happy to put this one together, and like I said, I'm still working on the next batch already, but I still have a lot of backups of stuff that's boxed up still. Like I said, there's 26 boxes here, and I have backups for alternate versions or different teams for about 5 names, 6 names. So it's if the randomizer helps me out, I'm able to get the backup stuff into future reloads. But as of right now, I have this reload ready to go. I'll be getting the pictures up for your guys' viewing pleasure over the next couple of days. If not by, I don't think I get it all tonight, but definitely over the next couple of days, hopefully by tomorrow. And then, of course, the spots go live on Tuesday. So, but just 2 boxes tonight, get us down to 24 for Tuesday and 23 for Thursday. So this is as low as it gets, where I'm feeling, I could, definitely, make it where it's beneficial to me and you guys. Obviously, Tuesday and Thursday, it's I try to keep the spot prices down as low as I can. We don't have any huge monsters to be huge spot prices, so it's pretty even across the board. I said I have a couple of double digits, but I'm trying to keep the majority of them under $10 for you guys. Obviously, with 1 in 24 and 1 in 23 box odds, it's it's as good as odds you're ever going to find for fully licensed, verified COA jersey. So it's hard work, like I said, and I appreciate you guys being fully supportive of my quest and my attempts to give you guys the best possible jersey to chase. Like I said, can't make everyone a huge high dollar jersey, so you got to have a good balance across the boards, which is important. Like I said, I mean, even my PC, it's not like I have all superstars. There's players that are near and dear to me that are even middle level players, and even some lesser name players. Like I said, Shattenkirk is in there, and he's never going to be a huge big money draw. But I have a Shat Deuces autographed jersey in my PC because I definitely respect him every step of his career before he got to Tampa, and then obviously he was huge in the bubble when they won the cup. His goal was a major part of that cup run. So it's I mean, we all have our favorite players that aren't huge superstars across the board. They're more regional favorites, fan favorites in different markets, or as now like players tend to move along, so you get to get fan bases from multiple cities tend to be fans like, and even like a great player like Ryan O'Reilly, obviously won the cup in St. Louis, but he's had some really unbelievable stops along the way, and he's been a fan favorite anywhere he goes. So anytime you get I don't have one in there now, but anytime you get a Ryan O'Reilly jersey, you're willing to snatch it up because he has fan support pretty much every stop he's been on. And then, like I said, there's now watching with the free agency the way it's been, we're seeing players move around. Like, I mean, obviously Ranton moved around twice in the same year. He went from Colorado, where he won a cup, to stop over in Carolina, who's an absolute monster, and they're one of the top seeds in the East. And then he moved on to Dallas, and they're an absolute monster and one of the top seeds in the West. And speaking of the playoffs, obviously today they're stinkers. The Carolina flexed their muscles on the Devils. I really think the Devils are they're not just happy to be there, but I think this is really kind of their cutting their teeth. They're not quite ready to be with the big boys in the East, and Carolina is. They're tried and true, tested. They're looking to make another run, and then the Leafs kind of worked over Ottawa. Ottawa got to within 4-2, and then Toronto scored like a minute later, and I think it's up 6-2 That's pretty much over. So those two games are a bummer. We'll see what happens on the third game tonight. Minnesota against Vegas. Vegas is the top seed in the West, one of the top seeds. Them and Winnipeg. But I think the 2-3 series are the absolute going to be the best to watch. Yesterday, obviously the Dallas 2 at home against Colorado, and it was a closer game than the score looked, but Colorado is definitely ready to go, especially the moves they made, picking up Drury and picking up Nelson, and that team is just, they're going to be scary if they get that kind of goaltending. They're going to take out Dallas and they can make some noise out west. And then in the East, obviously you have Florida and Tampa is a 2-3 series. That's going to be huge. The other 2-3 series, I think, is the King series, the 2-3 series. I need Matthews to score second win money and use your. Oh, is that what it is? You got Matthews on a parlay. Any goal? Is that what it is? I think, is they still going? With the game's not over yet. 3 minutes left. He didn't score. And unfortunately, Nye scored from Matthews. I guess they're not going to pull a goalie, so I don't think you got a chance to get an empty netter, which is huge. But that's kind of a bummer sometimes when you have score any time, and then the game gets out of whack, and the chance to. I mean, nowadays they pull a goalie with like 5-6 minutes left, but up 6-2, I don't think there's going to be. And that was a power play goal I scored. I don't think there's going to be a chance for them to give you an empty netter. So you might be missing on that one, Derek. I know you like to play the anytime goal scorers, but yeah, like I said, 13 of 4. Oh, Lordy, that's the last one and he has a couple of assists. I think he had one early. I think he just assisted on the power play on the Nice goal. Ooh, that's a tough way to go out. 13 out of 14 on the super parlay. On the score anytime. Yeah, like I said, I mean that's definitely made it entertaining and fun, to be able to bet those kind of bets, mix and match them, and you parcel them together and parlay them and try to get big paydays. I don't even want to know what the numbers would have been if you hit 14 out of 14, because that's painful to see that happen. But like I said, it definitely makes it more interesting to watch. But yes, just the point you would have won. I don't know what the difference would have been, but yeah, I think you got 2 assists of the 6 goals. Yeah, the goal is a tough one. I mean, obviously, dude scored 60 something, 60 last year, 70, whatever he had. He didn't have a great year this year, but he's still an absolute monster, especially on their power play. But Nye is definitely taking over and being that down low stuff is a big body to get stuffs. And like I said, I mean, they have so many people on that team can score. Nylander, obviously Tavares, they're pretty much stacked. That obviously we'll see if they can continue. Marner, of course. We'll see if they can continue deep in the playoffs. I think Ottawa, another team like the Devils, is not just happy to be there, but I just don't think they have the playoff moxie. I mean, you say what you want about Toronto getting knocked out early. Obviously, last year they beat Tampa in the first round and made the second round, but they've definitely have been in some series, even though they've gone out early. It's that kind of experience. Even losing, as long as you don't lose every year, even losing in the first round, get you the experience. And obviously, the pressure from the fans and the media in Toronto is exponential. But I mean, to think that they definitely are the more tested of the two teams, even though Ottawa's got good veteran players now. I mean, lots of good young players. Olmark is one of Vezina. They got pieces. I mean, Sanderson is amazing, and on D and Batherson. I mean, Stützle. I mean, Brady. They got a good team, but I don't know if they can beat Toronto. So it might be time to say goodbye to them, having earned their cup of tea on this year's playoffs. But Tampa doesn't even play till Tuesday, so it's like talking about 3 games and 3 days into the playoffs before Tampa even gets to lace them up. I think the Dallas, Colorado have played twice before Tampa even plays, which is crazy. I think Dallas, Colorado game 2, I think, is tomorrow night. So it should be fun. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing these teams play, even though today's games are pretty much stinkers. Hope maybe the third one comes out well. Vegas is definitely a team to watch. Anybody that hasn't had a chance to see them regularly, but big fight, yeah. I mean, you can't get whooped up like that in game 1 and not show that you got some fire left in your belly. So, I mean, when your captain, Brady's that kind of captain. He's going to make sure that they take some punches and give some punches. But the Pintos, they got like I said, they're a good team. I'm not saying that Ottawa. It wouldn't be surprising me if they were able to get a couple wins under their belt and make some noise. But they're definitely a team that may be a step away before really making major noise in the East. In the East, we're really looking at Washington, Toronto, Carolina, probably Tampa, and then Florida if they knock out Florida in their first round. So that's the five, real noisemakers in the East. And we'll say obviously the Devils like to get to that point. Montreal would like to stay hot and get to that point, and Ottawa like those three teams are still young, and I don't think are ready to take the next step. But like I said, some things go your way in the series. Get some power plays in the right time, and like I said, those three teams could carve an upset. It's happened before, but I really don't expect those three teams to advance out of the first. Oh, look, what's that? Some haymakers get thrown, refs get in the way. You got to break stuff up, and every once in a while, one takes a blind shot, which is, like I said, we're talking playoff hockey now, so you're not going to be able to sit and watch some of the Vegas game after we're done here. So, yes, like I said, it's good. Like I said, this is fun. 26 boxes, 25 boxes tonight for you guys. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's the last double box before the reload goes in, and like I said, I'm happy with the reload looks. I have, like I said, 15 to 16 in the house. Started to build the boxes, and I'll work on getting the pictures to you guys. So let me know if you have any questions or any comments on the jersey pictures when I throw them up there. So, but that'll be the reload, and then of course at the end of the week, the end of the week, I'll be doing the boxing up video, probably maybe Friday or Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. But so let's get going. 2 boxes tonight, guys. Let me get the randomizer up here. Let me see. Where's my dice roller and my numbers? Okay. Like I said, I think it was 11 or 12 different people tonight. We have our regular Sunday players. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, and here they are, the boxes in order. New boxes are going to start at 78, and I will not have to skip because I don't know if we get to 95. Where's my lists? I think I'm going to get to 93, I think. If it's 16 boxes, it'll go to 93. So I don't have to 95 we hit this past week, but don't have to worry about that. We have 60 and 3 are single boxes from their runs. Then 18 and 26, 30, 38 and 44, and then 46, 7 boxes, and then 12 boxes to end it out at 75. 76 and 77 have been hit already. So here we go. It's all the boxes in order. It's 26 of them. We're going to do 5 or more on our first box, and then we're going to back that one out, and then we're going to do 5 or more again, and then we're going to come up with that box. So good luck to everybody. This is the odds. This is what you guys fight for. This is the battles on eBay the last Sunday before the reloads. So there we go. 5 or more on our first box. See what we got. 5 it is. So 5 times the lists. Here they are. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. 26 boxes. That's 2. That is 3. That is 4. And the first box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 46. 46 is relatively old. 46 it is. 26 boxes, 5 times box 46. And make my note here. $46. Been liking the 40s lately. 46. Okay. Okay, let's back that out. 46 it is. Okay, 5 or more, of course, on our dice roll. Good luck, everybody. See what we got. It is going to be 12. So polar opposite. 5, and 12. So there it is, our list. 25 boxes now, guys. Good luck, everybody. See what we got. 25 boxes. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3. 25 boxes it is. 4, 5. Do 5 or more, and you do 5 the first time. 5 or more, you do 12 the second time. Here we go. 8, 9, 10, 11. And the second box we're going to open up tonight is going to be box number 58. 58 might be a reload. It's a reload of the last reload. 58 it is. 25 boxes, 12 times 58. So 46 and 58. 50. They might be from the same run. Second to last reload, I think. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. 46 and 58. Oh, 46 and 58. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Let me make sure I make my notes. 46, 58. We're looking from okay, here we go. $46, $58. 46. That's easy. 58. There we are. So staggages. I'll bring the 4 over. Fills it in perfectly. Be nice, easy 24 for Tuesday. So 46 is our first box. Let's see what we got. 46. Where's my list? Let's see what we got in here. We got some good stuff. Let's see how many people we got here. 2, 5, 6, maybe a decent amount of people. Okay, good luck, everybody. Box 46. What are you going to show us? Good luck, everybody. Box 46. I love this jersey. It's the Flow. Brock Besser Adidas. And this is the alternate jersey. Brock Besser. This is the home model. Brock Besser. Flow. The Flow on the 6. Fanatics COA. Fanatics card. This is Brock Besser. This is the stick logo. This is the alternate. Brock Besser. The Flow. There it is. Brock Besser. Talk about him possibly getting moved on. This is the pretty blue and green with the stick logo. Brock Besser. We are all Canucks. Congratulations on that one. Love the Adidas stick logo. That's their alternate. There it is. Brock Besser. This is box 46. A nice Adidas hit. And we got box 58. Let's see what we got. Box 58. 58 it is. Let's see what we got for 58. Good luck, everybody. Close that up. Box 58, 46, and box 58 and 50. This is, man, I'm telling you. Braden Holtby. There it is, the Washington Capitals. Braden Holtby, Stanley Cup champion, Washington Capitals. Here we go. Very, very nice. Braden Holtby, Washington Capitals. There it is. Their alternate retro Washington Capitals. Red, white, and blue. Fanatics. Washington Capitals. 71. Or 70, rather. 70. Braden Holtby. Stanley Cup champion for the Washington Capitals. Very, very nice. There we go. Braden Holtby and Brock Besser. See, we got our winners on those. The Braden Holtby goes to Big Al. Big Al has hunted that. Congratulations, Big Al. It's a big hit. Big Al he's our biggest hitter. And he hit the Braden Holtby. Been working on that one for quite some time now. So congratulations on the Braden Holtby. And our Brock Besser goes to Tyrone T. Tyrone banging the alternate jersey on the Brock Besser. Congratulations, fine sir. Congratulations to both you guys. Big Al hits the Holtby, and Tyrone T hits the Brock Besser, the flow. The flow shows himself tonight, and Braden Holtby as well. Two beautiful jerseys from the last relay, I believe. So congratulations, both you guys. Very, very nice. Sorry for everybody, of course, that did not hit. Your odds are now 1-24 on Tuesday and 1-23 on Thursday. So this is pretty much as low as we can get you. Obviously, down to 22, we're going to load back in 16 more. So next Sunday will be the highest we've gotten. And I mean, that's pretty much the norm. We get up down to 22. We load back in 16 to get up to 38. So 38 and 37 next Sunday will be the odds for the boxes. And, of course, we'll be down to 36 after Sunday night. So there you go. Get ready to chase the spots on Tuesday nights, Facebook claim as well as Thursday. And I'll get the spot prices working tonight. Hopefully get that done. And I'll also get the stuff loaded up for Tuesday to go live on eBay. So there you go. Two Buttes, alternate Adidas Besser, and alternate the Heritage Fanatics for the Washington Capitals. So two really, really nice ones. So congratulations, both of you guys. Thank you very much for the continued support to everybody. I look forward to seeing you guys back here on Tuesday and then Thursday, and then we'll get back here on Sunday with the reload. So we'll get the pictures up there as soon as possible. So there we go. So congratulations, guys. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. Keep at it and make sure to check out the games. We'll be back here, of course, in the middle of the Bolt game, which is going to be distracting to me on Tuesday, but we'll be doing it. So Tuesday night, I'll see you. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the game. The last game tonight and the games tomorrow. And I guess we have lunch just on Monday, and then Tuesday night the games will be on when we start. So thank you much, guys. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks enjoys your support. I will talk to you soon. Take care.